powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jay Kohn. Janelle will join us in just a bit. This winter's snowfall now at number 2 for the snowiest in Billings history. And after 7 straight months of snow, we're now just an inch away from setting the city's all-time record for snowfall in a single year. It's an accomplishment most people are not cheering about. Now, Bob, this wasn't the welcome back I wanted from Texas. What can you tell us tonight?
Well, we can't tell you. We miss you a lot, and now we're just going to throw out the white carpet for you so you'll feel right at home. And that's what we've done. We had a lot of snow earlier today. Take a look at this. You can see the scattered snow showers right through here. It was all around most of south central Montana throughout the day. The showers continue to just kind of fade away. Now, our computer model here shows you that that's what we were expecting, the snow to come in and stick around for a little bit, and then it starts fading away. And then you'll notice here by later tonight and then tomorrow morning, we're looking at your next wave of moisture moving in. There is a little bit of snow moving here, and that'll continue to make its way into our region. Then another wave of moisture starts moving in, and that could bring some more rain showers. So we're looking at rain and a possibility of snow by the time this weekend comes here. So that's what's going to happen. So as far as snowfall and how are we doing on the record, well, let's see how this snow has panned out. Let's go back to Jay right now and go back on with the news. We'll have more on how we're doing on that big snow watch in a few more minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Bob. Well, with this latest batch of winter weather, most of us would rather stay inside, but that's not possible for the hardy souls that end up delivering our mail every day in every type of weather. Q2's Asia Gore tonight caught up with one mailman to deliver his story.
On a day when most of us crank the thermostat and pull up the covers, Tyler Langford is outside, walking door to door, delivering the mail.
Boots, make sure you have good boots, gloves, multiple layers of clothing, and a good hat.
Langford's been delivering mail for about 5 years through rain, snow, and, though it's hard to remember, shine.
It's tough. I like the snow, but I'm pretty sure the city of Billings is tired of it.
Langford spends up to 8 hours every day dropping bills and greeting cards into boxes.
Oh, on this route, I'm going to guess 5 miles just for walking. So
that's a lot of walking.
That's not too bad. I had a route that was worse. That was about 10 miles.
And he's quick. It was difficult to keep up with Langford as he moved swiftly through the snow-packed streets. Langford says on cold days, the kindness of customers keeps him warm.
If you're real good to the customers, they'll be good to you. And that's what I like to see is happy smiles.
Hey, how's it going?
The mail guy at the jail, he treated me so well. He liked what I did. He actually bought me lunch. And having that was awesome.
It's easy to complain about the cold, but even easier to forget not everyone gets a break from the weather.
Enjoy the warm inside, and I'll be out here delivering your mail for you.
In Billings, I'm Asia Gore, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Asia. So if you see your mail delivery person and you get the chance, perhaps a simple thank you or a hello, we're told it's always appreciated, but a clean sidewalk is even better. Winning a trip, a new car, perhaps even cash, all good things, but how about winning a new home? This morning, builders broke ground on a new house in West Billings that over the next 13 months, Q2 viewers will get to watch it grow from the ground into a $500,000 home. Tonight, Q2's Janelle Slade shows us what's in store and, more importantly, why.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
With the first turn of the snow, we're off to building a dream home. The location, West Billings. The address, 4202 Snowy Woods Drive, quite fitting for this day.
Folks, if you're not froze by now, you will be soon. You're welcome to cut inside and get some chocolate, and we'll be back there in a minute.
1 year from now, it will be much more than just a new house in Ironwood subdivision. Montana and Wyoming will help build this 3,600 square foot ranch while joining in the fight to treat and defeat childhood cancer.
Since we opened our doors in 1962, we've taken the overall childhood cancer survival rate from 20% to more than 80% today. And homes like this and efforts like this really just show that the Billings community and others across the nation won't stop until no child dies from cancer.
Q2 is excited to take a lead role in this extraordinary effort, but we're going to need a lot of help from you and from our community business partners who are already geared up to dig in.
I've got 4 kids of my own, and they're all healthy and happy and smile at me every day, but I know a lot of families don't have that. But through the research that St. Jude does, more and more people can have that.
Once we heard what the cause was and the kind of money it could raise, we were so excited to be part of it.
Not only kind of a good mechanism to raise some money for St. Jude, but also maybe a symbol for families that are going through some tough times in Billings, that this community is rallying around them.
From groundbreaking to ribbon cutting to the final drawing, you are along for this journey, building something beautiful in Billings while growing an even greater gift for our community and children. In Billings, Janelle Slade, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Janelle. By the way, tickets for the Billings St. Jude Dream Home giveaway go on sale in February of next year. Well, for most of us, it's not even close to start thinking about the 2020 presidential race, but in the state of Iowa, it's never too early. Montana Governor Steve Bullock visiting Des Moines today to help fellow Democrats there prepare for the 2018 elections. That includes his personal friend, Iowa Attorney General Tom Miller. But Governor Bullock's name has also popped up on the list of top Democrats considering a potential White House bid in 2020. Today, he took a tour of local businesses outside of Des Moines to introduce himself and perhaps test the waters. He spoke to locals and learned more about one of the key states in the early election caucuses. Whether Governor Bullock's eyes are on 2020 or not, the rumors continue to fly.
First of all, I have a great job being governor of Montana, but I'm, like so many others, concerned about the direction of the country and even the direction of our Democratic Party. So to get down and talk to folks, to be here, I think it's important to be part of that conversation, but 2020 is a long way off for sure. And I don't think that Iowans or Montanans are defined by their political party. I mean, they're defined by whether or not folks are going to be fighting for them, like Congressman Loebsack or like Tom Miller does here in Iowa.
Governor Bullock still has more than a year and a half left on his final term as Montana governor. This summer, he will become the new chairman of the National Governors Association. Former U.S. Energy Secretary was in Billings today to talk coal. We're talking about Bill Richardson, who served during the Clinton administration. He took part this morning in a panel at the Northern Hotel. Q2's Samantha Harrelson got a chance to sit down with him to get his view on the future of coal. Sammy.
Jay, coal mining and production has been on the decline for a while now, but today Bill Richardson emphasized to me he is not one of those ready to write off coal altogether. With options like wind, solar, and natural gas, he believes there's room for coal as long as producers are willing to adapt, and that technology could be what saves coal and the 1,900 jobs associated with it here in the state of Montana.
I've always been an advocate of clean coal technology. I think our technology, as it revived natural gas with shale, maybe can happen with coal. And I think the university here, Montana State, others at this panel can lead the way. Don't give up on coal, but recognize that things are changing.
Richardson also says he believes that both the federal government and individual states have a responsibility to help in the transition by providing grants and support to coal communities. Jay?
All right, thank you, Sammy. A Stillwater County man is dead after a fall from a cliff this week. Undersheriff Chip Kim telling us today that his office received a call yesterday that a man had left his Molt area residence on foot but had not returned. The area where the man went missing is about 140 acres in size, including some very rough terrain. Search and rescue found the man's body around noon Thursday. Authorities believe he died after falling from a nearby cliff. Hazardous conditions may have contributed to the man's fall. The sheriff's office is investigating, but tell us that foul play is not suspected. The man's name has not yet been released. The Montana Supreme Court today heard arguments on whether the state constitution allows public dollars to fund private education. That hearing today took place at the University of Montana in Missoula. The tax credit program provides up to $150 in tax credits for donations made to scholarship programs at private schools. The Montana Department of Revenue argues that tax credit scholarships for religious schools violates the state's no aid clause. But religious groups, including families of 3 students enrolled in religious schools, sued the state, calling that decision from the Department of Revenue discriminatory. The High Court is expected to issue its ruling in the coming months. Still ahead tonight on the 5:30 News, a battle between species over a home. In a moment, we'll take you to the Garden City of Missoula to get the full story. And later in sports, Luke Gonzarowski's legacy will live on in Texas, all thanks to a brand new scholarship created in his honor.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Kohn and Janelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green. This is the 530 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.